Good morning, students. Today I am going to give you all to remember the formula of electricity. How to remember, how to recall the formula related with electricity. We will learn a technique regarding this. Very easy way to recall those formula which are used in electricity. So, formula at a glance. First of all, we need to know about the some term which are usually used in electricity. Charge. As already we know the definition of the charge. Current. So, charge is unit, SI unit, coulomb. So, SI unit is coulomb in the name of a scientist. Similarly, current, ampere, unit ampere in the name of the scientist, ampere, electric potential. These are the some terms which are usually used in this electricity chapters for class 10. Electrical potential or electric potential, unit volt symbol V in the name of the scientist, great scientist. Volt, work done by the charge or energy stored or consumed is joule. Unit is joule. So it is also in the name of the scientist, joule. Resistance, unit ohm in the name of the scientist, ohm, which is derived and symbol is like and that for omega. Okay, electric power, the SI unit of electric power is watt. So we have to write watt and the symbol is W. Resistivity, unit of resistivity, it is also called a specific resistance. So unit is ohm meter, unit is ohm meter. These are the some terms which are generally used, and these are the terms which are interrelated to each other. So come to the point, how the formula remember with the help of some techniques. So today we will learn those techniques which are used to recall all those formula which are used in electricity. Okay, students, so come to the points. First of all, we need to know the charge. What is charge? Charge is the amount of flow of current and time. It means charge depends amount of flow of current and time. So charge, the magnitude of charge. What is the magnitude of charge? It depends on the two parts generally. First of all, the first part is the current. Try to draw triangular methods, and this is the time taken, and this is the charge. The symbol is Q. So charge depends. The base of charge is two terms. First, amount of flow of current and time taken. So charge is equal to the product of I into T. What is the relations? This is the relation between charge and amount of flow of current and time taken. So charge, if the current is increased, charge will be increased. If the time of flow of charge is increased, so current will change. So charge depends on two factors. In terms of units, charge 1 coulomb is equal to 1 ampere into 1 second. This is in SI unit. So this is in SI unit. So SI unit is of charge is coulomb, which is equal to ampere second. So this is the, here two scientists, coulomb and ampere. Okay, this is related between this quantity. Next term we can write now. So okay, now take another. So another formula of the charge. So again, charge also depends upon the number of flow of electrons and amount of charge of electron. So what is the charge of electron? And supposing here Q is given, now number of flow of electron and charge of electron. So another formula, Q depends upon number of flow. When charge is allowed to flow, when charge flows through a conductor, number of electrons are allowed to flow. Number of electrons flow. Okay, and in opposite direction current flows. Okay, so charge again here, Q is equal to the product of N into E. Charge may be positive and negative, so you just apply this. May be positive, as you all know that this is the quantization of charge. Charge is always present in integral form in an object, in a conductor, so it is not found in fraction. So where what is N? N is number 1, 2, 3 and so on, and each charge of electron. So 1.6 10 to the power 19 coulomb. This you can put this and find the value of amount of charge flowing in any conductor or any object. So next formula, this is true for next formula we will discuss about the electric potentials. So electric potential is, so now electric potential, so once again electric potential, what do you mean by electric potential? Just try to remember, it is work done. It is work done and time and charge per unit time. Charge, work done per unit charge is known as electric potential. We will convert it in time also. So now how it is? So V is equal to W by Q. W by Q, you can write a small or capital, no problem. So write here Q. So W is equal to work done is equal to V into Q. V into Q. So what is, how can you remember? Once again try to form the diagram with the help of triangular diagram. So what is work done in electricity or energy stored? So it depends upon two factors here, potential, electric potential and charge given. So W is equal to V and Q. This is once again in SI unit, write its SI unit. Write its SI unit, 1 volt into 1 coulomb. So now joule is equal to 1 volt. Volt into coulomb. Volt into coulomb. This is the relations between great scientists, joule, volt and coulomb. So this is one formula. So W is equal to V into Q. We can also change this form, this formula and this also now. So generally what is again joule is equal to 1 volt and 1 coulomb. So 1 joule is defined as work done in which 1 coulomb charge moved between 2 points of the conductor having potential difference is unit 1. Okay, so next once again, so what is electric potential in the term of current and resistance? So electric potential, so electric potential also written in these forms according to Ohm's law. As we all know that according to Ohm's law, at constant temperature and area of cross section of the conductor uniform, that is, so V proportional to R I, which is equal to V is equal to I into R. So R is equal to resistance called constant. It is internal property of conductor which opposes the flow of current. So once again you try to this. Generally, while you make the numerical solution, get solution of any problems regarding the electricity, we forget the formula. Which formula you can first of all apply and how to remember that. So then once again, V. What is V? Depends upon flow of current and resistance. So V, these are the two factors on which V depends through the formula. So now once again here we can write. So V, if current increases, V will increase. If the current and resistance increase, V will change, V will increase, and vice versa also. So this is the formula. Now once again come to the next formula, formula electric power. What do you mean by electrical power? Electrical power, you generally denote it with help of letter P. So how can electric power is defined? Rate of doing work or electrical energy used per unit time. So electrical or rate of doing work by any device, by any object or device. Okay, so general formula, electric power, in electric power, electrical energy is not only work done by the object. So electrical power, how? Supposing there is a bulb connected with circuit with the source potential voltage V. Now just try to see flow of current, then it starts to glow. R is given here. Now if T time is time taken to flow the current, this is the T time. Now we can find how much power is present in this electrical bulb and how much amount of electrical energy is used. So this can be once again, so electrical power P is equal to work done. P is equal to work done divided by time taken to do work. So work done upon time taken. In electrical energy used per time, that is power. So electrical energy consumed, and time taken. So once again we can write that is, so now P is equal to, in symbolical form, P is equal to work done or energy upon time. So take this one, P is equal to E by T. So this is the one formula now. So once again in SI unit, you can write now 1 watt is equal to 1 joule upon 1 second. So it is generally asked that define 1 watt, define 1 joule. So 1 watt is defined as the amount of power of an electrical instrument by which 1 joule work is done in 1 second. 1 watt is the power which uses 1 joule work in 1 second. So this is the easily defined. Okay, now so once again enter E is equal to PT. E is equal to PT. Once again we can write now. So how can try to remember with the help of diagram? So this diagram is again we can write now. So electrical energy depends upon power and time taken to use the electrical energy, during which energy is used. So now once again this is in this form electrical energy E, and this is the P and time. If the power of the instrument is increased, then electrical energy consumed will be increased. If both increases, then you will increase. So this is E depends upon these two parts here. E is equal to P into T. So now once again 1 joule is equal to 1 watt and 1 second. So 1 joule is equal to watt second in terms of unit. You can write this now. We can try to remember. Okay. Once again, next, what is electrical energy? Electrical energy, if there is an electrical device connected in circuit with source of electricity, then electrical energy is consumed. That can, if electrical bulb, it produces light, the electrical energy is converted into light energy. Electrical energy can be converted into heat energy, and electrical energy can also be converted into sound energy. So electrical energy, with the help of law of work energy theorem, by work energy theorem, both are equal. Both are equal. Both are equal. So work done is equal to energy used. Energy used. Electrical energy. So this is, and this must be equal to, if there is a device connected in that, so heat energy. That is heat produced, and that conditions. Heat conditions that. So now once again, so how can you use this? Electrical energy is equal to P into T, and P is equal to formula V into I into T, and V again. Write the formula I into R, I into R into I into T. So E is equal to, this is equivalent to heat energy. So H is equal to here I R into I into T. That is equal to I square RT. That is equal to I square. This is the Joule's law of heating effect of current. So this formula is generally easily remembered. Okay, so Joule's formula. So H is equal to I square RT. So H is equal to I square RT. So amount of heat produced, electrical energy consumed depends upon three parts. Clearly, amount is square. H proportional to I square, proportional to R, proportional to time taken to flow this formula. This is the Joule's law. This is Joule's law of heating effect. Heating effect. Okay. This is very easy. You can understand this concept and try to remember. Okay. So now we again can be written in this form. Now we write these forms. This is amount of heat produced, and take this part I square R3. I square RT. So once again, a amount of heat produced in a given electrical circuit, which consists of various devices and resistors even, and source is connected, then amount of heat produced is dependent on these three parts: amount of flow, current, resistance, and time taken. H proportional to I square, proportional to resistance, proportional to time taken to flow. Okay, thank you. I hope that you can remember easily all these formula regarding this with the help of this technique. Other formula, now resistance, we can write the resistance. So by Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R. So R is equal to, you all know that this is V is equal to I into R. So V easily I into R. This can be known. Or what are the factors on which resistance depends? So resistance of a conductor depends upon length inversely proportional to area. If this technique can be applied, then R proportional to L by A. So R rho into L by A. This is now what is rho? Where rho is now a specific resistance, or resistivity Okay. Now what is the resistivity? Rho into A by N. So rho, unit of R ohm, meter is square, and length meter can be cancelled. So unit is ohm meter. These are the some derivations also which are generally asked in the examinations. Thank you. Thanks a lot.